What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are on day 5. Today we're going to work on getting some more wall framing done. Now, we're not shearing anything on the ground. We're going to shear everything once it's up. Really won't take all that long. And we have Fox back. If you guys recall, Fox is like shear master. Let him go on it with a 1.5 boxes full of nails, and he does not stop until it's done. Now, since Jay did layout yesterday and finished everything up, that means that he's going to be hopping on framing as well, along with Greg. So today is literally just hammer down day. We're going to get as many of these walls done as possible. If you guys are new here, hit the subscribe button down below. Let's make it happen. We got tools going, compressors going. Let's build. We have 2 windows. All right, guys, so we got a couple more walls knocked out. Me and Fox got those 2 over there. We each framed one, and then Jay and Greg took care of the big wall down there. All we have left is the garage and then the far side of the living room. It's done. We have some rake walls to take care of after that, but we're getting there little by little. If you have any questions regarding anything that we're doing, please drop a comment down below and I'll get to you as quick as possible. And if I can't, one of the awesome people in our community will. And while this place might look a little chaotic right now, I promise you we have somewhat of an idea of what we're doing. It's just a little messy. We don't have a laborer on this project either, which we're used to having. A little bit different of an operation here. So right now we have walls going up pretty much everywhere. These ones back behind me that Fox are framing, he's framing them up on that stem wall just to where we can stand them up and they're done. Jay's going to town over there in the living room. My pops and I are gonna head over and start standing these walls though and getting them going. The sill sealer's going on the bottom. We're gonna drop them in place. We're gonna stand these walls. I have a couple more studs to put in and everything's gonna just kind of fly up and go into place. It's gonna be fun.
Across the border. Good. I'm gonna hop down there and throw a couple nails in there. Good.
Probably A-frame center.
Yeah. Oh, that's too heavy. We'll stand this guy up too. So
Yeah, we'll lock everything together real quick.
up above you. Did you? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry.
I say we lift it up, just carry it.
Yeah. Ready? You want a shoulder cut? This.
Walls are going up, guys. It's always a good day when this happens. This place is gonna take shape real quick.
There, I got it. Steady up.
So we've got the trailer moved. We have that whole center section where I had the cut hub set up. That's all cleaned out right now. The plan is to try to get the tractor in there and wiggle around to where we can pick these walls up. And it's mainly to pick up this back wall from inside here. We'll boom over, grab the wall, stand it up and lift it out. These walls weigh a lot. I know a lot of you guys comment and say, well, you could lift it without a machine. We have a machine, so why not use it? I don't want to break my back. So this is gonna be one of the biggest walls we stand out here. It's something like 50 feet long. It's only 10 foot tall though. Bless you.
Thank you.
Again. But we're gonna get this thing up.
Corona. 19 compliance costs. Hung up on 2 volts on your guys' thing. Pick up your guys' thing. Get a stick. Yeah, get a stick. There you go. Oh yeah, you're there. Okay, hold on. Whoa, too much. Way back. Oh yeah. This in here, buddy? Maybe back to me? Yeah, no. They look like they're not. Getting level? Track right there, yeah. I don't know what else. Back in the buzz. Yep.
If you guys watch these videos and still think to yourself that having equipment on site isn't worth it, to have that lift around, to rent one, costs right around what it costs to have a decent apprentice for a month. Once you own your equipment outright like we do, you get to use it and charge for it, so it doesn't cost anything. It's a win-win. We have walls, you guys. The owners are watching this. I hope you guys are stoked. I hope you guys are happy to get to see your house get built, the progress and everything involved. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it. You guys are gonna have a beautiful home when it's done though.
Ready? Up. balance the chaperone in a little. Lean. Oh, beautiful!
So we have a couple more walls left to go. One over on the stem wall and then another one that's just on the slab. Building walls upside down. All right, guys, so we're at end of day. We got some walls up today, super stoked on progress. I originally planned on having all the garage walls up as well, but that didn't happen. And that's all right. We still have rake walls to frame out behind me here. Far side out there, one next to us. Pretty much all ends of the building have rake walls, so those need to be done still. But for the most part, we got quite a few walls up today. Got quite a few walls built too. I want to run through and explain a couple things to you guys, such as perforated shear and A-frame bracing. We're going to start with bracing. We'll move on to perforated shear in just a sec. A-frame bracing is by far the best technique for bracing. We used this on the winery build, 18-foot tall walls, heavier than heck, and it never fails. Now, A-frame bracing is very simple. You can see right next to me, we have what we call an A-frame brace. Why do we call it that? Well, because it looks like the letter A. You have two braces, one that comes down here and one that goes down there. They meet up in the middle at the stud. Your braces are always going to be on the contact point, whether it be the dirt or the concrete up there. And then this middle section here that runs brace to brace is going to lock everything in to prevent it from moving. This is by far the best way to brace any wall. And it's not just right there that we have this brace. Check it out. We have an A-frame here, over there, and way over there as well. These braces work. That's why we use them. It is by far the best way to brace anything. So if you're building walls and you don't get everything tied together and braced off with just typical 45-degree braces, use an A-frame brace. It'll never fail you. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk with you guys about is called perforated shear. You have a shear wall. Hold down here, everything in between is your shear wall. When you have openings such as windows in that shear wall, it is now known as perforated shear. I don't know the exact definition of what a perforation is, but it is, in construction, a opening in a shear wall. So you can see here we have a window here, we have a window over there, and we have blocking along the header all the way through the wall and blocking at the sill all the way through the wall. The reason for this is because we'll run a strap from this corner over here all the way down to the other end of the wall, and that's called perforated shear. We're going to have straps that run all the way across on the outside of the OSB, and that is what reinforces it and gives it the shear values that it needs. But that is the end of today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed getting some walls stood up. It's pretty cool. This wall right here was by far the farthest to hit. He was spread out somewhat like 30 feet to reach out, grab that wall, and pick it up. With how tight it is in right here, the lift could not get in and lift that wall all the way up and bring it back to where it needed to be. He had to go way the heck out there in order to make it happen. But it's a fun process when we're standing walls. We got some of them up by hand. The majority we did with the lift. It makes it so much easier. Like I explained to you guys, one apprentice or a reach lift. Take your pick. One does a lot more than the other. One is always on time. But that's a wrap, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, big thumbs up. Smash the subscribe button down below. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that has subscribed to the channel. We have done so many awesome things on here, and it's given me a platform to share knowledge with so many people. I am forever grateful. I'll see you guys next time. Bang on.